Hello folks, thank you for joining me on Benji's Allotment on this lovely sunny Good Friday. I'm a man with a plan down here. The plan is as follows. I'll let you join me and I'll read the plan to you now. Plant out the spring onions, prick out the brassicas, plant out the sugar snap peas, and we'll finish off with a plot tour so you can see what's happening since the last time we was here. Let's get the jobs done. Right then, this is the bed that I've chosen for these multi-sown spring onions. They're in their own 3x4 cell. I've got 2 cells of them. I've already made the holes with this dibber, made them ready, and I've allowed them to dry out slightly. So I can just push them up from underneath and the root system holds it together. I can then pop them in their individual holes. I'll do one for you now, then I'll bring you back when they're done. I'll just firm that down. Simple as that. Let's get the rest done now. That's those all done, looking great. Moving on to the next job. I've made a trellis for the sugar snap peas. 2 bamboo canes, an unwanted rabbit run, cable ties, nothing pretty, but does the job. Dug a little trough out here. The sugar snap peas, dying to climb up. They've got little tendrils on there. Roots popping through. It's definitely time to be done. Fantastic root system. It always is good to encourage them on their first outing. Just lean them up against and then push back so they are slightly angled towards where they need to go. I'll finish these and then I'll bring you back. You can stop it. I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. Sugar snap peas all there, slightly lent at an angle, and they'll start climbing up this in no time. Can't wait to be eating them delicious pods very soon. Right then, my least favourite job, pricking out. So much so, I've decided that I'm not going to prick out this time. I'm going to thin out. I'm going to get the scissors and get rid of the weakest of these plants of brassicas, because I've had nearly 100% germination rate here. I've got no need for 30 cabbages, 30 cauliflowers, 15 Swedes. It's a family of 4. I don't need that many. And I'm going to succession plant anyway. So from this, I'm going to look at that and take the strongest plant, which is that one. And I want to basically get rid of the others. And that one will now go on and have all that to himself. Same again with this one. Pick the strongest. Right, luckily that one's in the middle. Cut around it. And you're just left with one strong plant in the middle. Much better than pricking out. It's called thinning out. You do it with things like beetroots. You can do it with radishes and carrots as well. It's a common way of doing it. I'll continue this and bring you back when they're all done. Second to last thing on today's list is sowing the Swiss chard rainbow mix. I believe they may also be called bright lights from some suppliers. Now, a chard seed is very similar to a beetroot seed, where it's like a cluster. So there's a strong possibility that with every seed you sow, you get more than one plant. So you don't need too many of these to get a lot of plants. I'm trying the gutter method, which is traditional for sowing peas, but I only don't want much of this chard because it's not really something that we have a lot of in our house. So I thought I'd go one gutter. I'll have it like a 1.2 metre row of it. If I like it, we'll succession it, but I'm not sure if we're going to do much more than this. A light sprinkling along the gutter. Might not see many seeds, but as I said, there's a good chance that each one of these seeds is more than one plant. Press them down. I'll be right back. A light covering with multi-purpose. Back down again. That's those done. One thing left to do is label them, give them water, and there we are. Thank you. So then, the last thing to do before we go home and enjoy the rest of the evening is a plot tour. Let me show you what's been happening since last time we had a walk around. The chives are coming to life big time. Lots of nice chives to cut there to go in salads. The rocket, this is wild rocket, it comes back every year. It's nice to have a pick at that while you're down here. It tastes beautiful, lovely and peppery. Yes, the compost bin with its front on, very proud. Greenhouse looking good as we left it. What's in the greenhouse then? The spinach, the peas, some flowers that I planted the other day, just an array of marigolds to be companion planted within the allotment so we attract the pollinators. The bolt-hardy beetroot looking great. The new cherry tree from last year, budding lovely. Golden delicious apple tree, again must have a nice healthy root system because it's got some beautiful buds. The pear tree looking great. The grass is growing like a meadow. Need to get the lawnmower out soon and get that done. The pak choi taken to its new home fantastically and getting really big now. The arch there for the runner bean. And in the shot, can you see the rhubarb? Don't really eat it, it's just nice to have it in the garden. The strawberries, certainly putting on growth now and some lovely colour. The overwintered garlic, looking great. My style of gardening, put it in, do nothing with it. Companion planting there, onions with the lettuces. And I'm looking and I'm seeing no slug damage, so it's certainly working. Under this light fitting, some carrot seed tape. Never tried seed tape before, but as you know, I hate thinning out and pricking out. Broad beans. Don't really have much of a predator, so I'm not covering the broad beans up. Over here, the toilet rolls that have the parsnips in. I got the best ones out. Remember I grew mushrooms with them? My mistake, obviously, from the cardboard. Seem to be doing okay. So, we shall see. My mixed brassica bed. No idea what's in it. Be a surprise, won't it? The pond. Most of the frog spawners hatched. Tadpoles. The little fellas. And the fish. Waiting to eat the tadpoles. The plum tree in full blossom. Beautiful. My son there playing on his phone. Overwintered onions. The spring onions that we've done today just need watering in. Bucket of chives. First early potatoes. overwintered onions. Blueberry bush. Today's sugar snap peas. And behind them, the garden peas. More first early potatoes. With these, you can quite clearly see they're all breaking the surface now. Sunflowers. The lettuces from the previous video. And the melons are surviving outdoors. Thank you for watching Benji's Allotment. I'm Ben. This was The Allotment. See you next time.